welcome back. This is part 2 of the first sealed run. The first time we ran through, we went through all the process of building our deck, finding what we wanted to run, and then we got into our first match and it took forever to finish and I was too tired. But now, here in part 2, let's get some more games in. Let's see if we can get 2 or 3 in one video and then we can finish it out in a part 3. Let's get started. So the deck is still a off archetype build. Green white is not a supported build, but that's what we're in. I don't believe we opened enough in one archetype versus another to fixture onto one of them. So we are going to try it and see. This looks good. Let's just get 2 early plays. First turn we can go get ourselves for green land and go from there. Looks like the opponent is doing similar things. Katana into O'Neil sounds good though too. If I'm playing O'Neil on 2, then I should play Katana on 1. Yes, indeed. Leonardo's technique. Well, we have lands plenty. Next turn, we might be shuffling because we don't have a play otherwise. So let's see if we can take this uneasy alliance to be able to take something out they play next, or take out Lita if we need to. At least in terms of attacking and blocking. And eventually we can get rid of it for good. They get a +1/+1 counter, I presume, so they can swing in. Yep. And Lita should attack because it can't block April O'Neil. So next turn I will play an Island and Uneasy Alliance. Actually, next turn I'll play... I'm not going to block that. Yeah, I think... Yeah, because it's going to be tapped no matter what. We're not going to have 2 green next turn no matter what either. So let's remove that. Or make sure that can't attack a block, and then I'll swing in. Get our 3 back. There we go. So they can still scry and make food from creatures, but making them bigger doesn't make any difference here. Alright, so now we have technique. That can't block. That can currently block, but let's see. They might have something that kills a tapped creature. They seem too ready. I'm gonna back out. Alright, let's go get a green land here. If they are trying to stall me out and trick me into not attacking, they got it done successfully. And now April is completely unblockable on their side unless they block with a 2/2. But April can be snuck to return other things from the graveyard. But we want to draw a land here so we can play Venus. Excellent. So let's swing in. We have 2 green here. You get a mutagen token this way. But maybe that's not important here. Let's try to stay on curve. But the good thing about Venus is if it doesn't die to damage, it just gets bigger. And they have the land exile. Lovely. They're swinging in. I'm taking it. I don't think I have enchantment destruction in the deck. Exile the creature. News. No, I don't believe I do. Alright, so that's just gone. Play Mutant BFF. Decline. Let's make this bigger. Yep, they did have it. They weren't bluffing. I would prefer to play Leonardo's technique after the zoo escapees have also died, so I can get full value. Jinka doesn't do anything post coming into the battlefield. And so Action News Crew, get everything bigger. That's good for them. Sitting the 3/3 in? Are you sure about that? Oh, because they get 9 in if I do? I mean, I gotta go to 1. The only efficient thing to do. So I think I attach this, swing in. I can bring it back as it untaps itself so I can still defend with it. And I gain 2 life. And then I get to play Lita. Decline. And then I get to play Zoo Escapees. I'll make a food token. I'll get 2 life from blocking with Michelangelo too. So I could block with Escapees, block with Michelangelo. Alright, this gives us a scenario we wanted. where we can bring escapees back to. We have 2 cards in hand. And a food. So they're at effective 12. They didn't attack with both. Which leads me to believe they don't have a trick. So let's make this bigger. It disincentivizes them blocking this. Alright, they're going for the trade. Do I want these 2 back in place of that? I think I do. In place of the damage, though? Yeah, it's blockers. It's gonna die either way, so I'm gonna make the food again and scry. Makes the food token. Never one or more of your opponent's attacks up to 1 target. I like that. I'll keep it there. Here. Try 2. Do I want the land first? No. Alright. Everybody's eating up. This costs 8 to level up in one go. Double block. They do have 3 cards in hand. So they want to exile that one. Right? So they can keep getting those. And you get a 2/2 each time as well. This might be getting away from us. It's going to end up with 3 of those, right? So when they crack foods, I draw a card. Landfall? Oh, wow. This is a problem. They got wide quick. Glad I drew that. Okay, Michelangelo. Make a mutagen. Cast a katana. I think we survive 1 attack round here. If they don't have anything else. And then we can eat some food next turn. I don't think they attack out because of that. And I don't think I have a way to actually power through this wide of a board. I will block, because that will give me... Oh, not you. That gives me 2 life. What? I don't gain the life before? Oh, well. Active player, neutral player. Yeah, if I was... Yeah, because I died before I get any chance to trigger anything. I think that's what happened there. That makes sense. All right. You live and you learn. Let's move on. All right, so... Not a good start in that, so I got a mulligan. Early removal, but all my colors? I'll have to keep it. Removal. Foot elite Krang. Krang is not anytime soon, so that has to go. Drop all planes and let's go. Alright. Turn 1, dig for something you like. We got one with the disappear effect. Alright, so let's drop that. Let's just drop this on its own, because I can get in at least once if I can get rid of one of their creatures. They didn't play one. Alright, let's swing in. Start growing. Play a foot elite and pass. And now when I attack, I can make this bigger and it's indestructible. I'm going to continue by... This get bigger and bigger. I think it's fine to let that grow bigger and bigger in silence. And if they continue to play one thing at a time, they would fall behind. Alright, so that's the downfall of leaving the body. But we can still swing through now. Now we want to draw a land that opens up everything we have. I forgot about fight spell. Wards 2, but we can actually do that. Oh, that's not good to have around. And I'm glad that I had that exile for that creature, because leaving that on the battlefield is not good. They're just chaining rares, and the exact answer to what I was doing. Ain't that nice? All right, so let's play Venus, and they just have another one. All right, I guess we play Man Ray. Start trying to grow Venus. If they double block, she just dies. And I don't think there's a good exchange on that. Alright, we have a flying blocker. That gets bigger when artifacts come into play. Alright. Let's add this onto our flyer. Makes it a 4/5, huh? Do we remove a counter? No. Move that there. If we had a way to attack and keep Venus alive. Oh, maybe attacking and then killing one of the blockers. That's the best case scenario there. Well, otherwise, we're looking for a Dimensional Exile to get rid of the Don and Leo, because that's the best blocker they have. So many. Oh, wow. Another rare. Okay. I don't think that is good to do. And I'm just drawing land. Lovely. Punk Frogs. I guess now we're just swinging in. Try to get 8 damage in. I mean, that doesn't matter. That did not need to tap blue. So the flyer has to go. This is just... I'm just drawing lands. This is just not going well. Well, that was quick. That first game took 8 years, and then I get blown out 2 in a row. So, 1 loss left to give. Let's see if we can get another win after that first one. Functionally, it was a mistake to attack into that flyer, given that they had mana open and didn't attack with their flyer. I mean, and they seemed comfortable with it. So, it was a tell on their end, and I wasn't paying enough attention to that. And I'm keeping this. I have a play on 2. I can draw into more land. Can is operative word, but scrying 2 should get us there. It does. I think we want the removal still there, but next turn we want Turtle Van on 3. Alright. Alright. Good job. And next turn I can attack with Turtle Van. If they play a good blocker, I can get rid of the blocking with Uneasy Alliance on top. Alright. That is indeed a better blocker. Get rid of that. Let's send O'Neil in. O'Neil gets a big buff because it is a ninja. When you crew using a creature, you can put a +1/+1 counter on one of them. And then if it is a mutant, ninja, or turtle, double the +1/+1 counters. So next turn this will get to 3, and then double, so it'll be 6 counters on it. They preferred to remove the enchantment for the blocker instead of April. I guess they're presuming that we are... I'm not sure what they're presuming. I think I'm going to take this turn to just straight up cast this and ramp up and get the Krang later. Get both of these islands out of the deck and send the Van in one more time. Ice Cream Kitty is hopping in front so they don't take the 4. I think next turn is Venus. And then Venus can crew the Van. Yeah, so they're getting rid of that. Cool, cool, cool. They take 4. Next turn, I can Michelangelo or Frog Butler. I don't have 3 green. 4/4 Reach Trampler. I don't know if swinging in is good. Okay, so they don't intend to block with the hinge bots. They should do that. So that is correct for them. I think I want to play Mike. And then each creature you control with a counter on it can't be blocked by one or more than one creature. So this can't get double blocked into Oblivion here. So if I make this as big as possible, that makes it interesting what they block, right? So I'm gonna send this in. Get some counters on Michelangelo. And now it has its own ability. They trade with a Turtle Van and take 8. They trade and take 8. I will pay the 1 to draw the card, and I get Lita. All right. This is going a little better. They have 4 cards in hand, so it could just be removal. They are a black and green deck. They might be short on a second green or something in their hand, like a Michelangelo. Now they're just playing blockers only, and they can't kill either of these on block because they can only block with 1 creature. You should attack with hinge bots if you're not going to block. Okay, so they're considering blocking with hinge bots. We have 7 life. Let's Lita. Butler. I should have chosen that better. Let's Party Dude. And then let's send Venus and Mike in. Once again, they will not die because of this attack. Because they can only be single blocked. And they have to block both of them. Because they're only at 5 life. Oh, they just give up. Alright. You see, we pulled through with our couple of uncommons here that showed up at a great time. This is just icing on the top. Didn't really do much, but that was nice. Moving right along. So we got another win in our off strategy deck combination. We're sort of mutagen, but not really. We have one or two good mutagen cards. Our blue is definitely a splash. All right, we got Tendernism, Game Master, Punk Frogs. We're going second. The Butler on 2 is great here. And Butler on 2 is ramp, so that's great. We draw the land, which is good, but let's definitely go with our plan of Butler. They could have removal. They don't seem to. Alright, Turtle Van. I will see their Turtle Van. And do I match the Turtle Van or do I sneak? I think I match the Turtle Van. And offer a trade? No, I think we want our Butler, and I don't think we want to trade Vans. But we should presume, we should let them think that we might want to. If they're playing with play creature, fire off Van. But I could, instead of blocking Van, kill whatever creature they play with Tinder Eyes. Because Prop Butler has Death Touch. Yep. So I'll let them do this. Because I don't care how big that gets, it's going to die to this. Definitely want to draw land there, but that's fine. Let's actually... Yeah, I really wish I had drawn a land there. But let's do this. Exile that. And then through that. Send it in. We traded our 4s. And now I still have the Tinder Eyes for the next big thing. Oh, they just want 1/1s. Okay. Alright, so it might be prudent to leave something up. Oh, I drew the land, so that changes things. So I can play Leonardo straight up through using Leonardo. Send in. We increase our Leonardo size. They can choose to block if they want to or not. And then I wait for them to activate Turtle Van to try to get rid of it before it attacks. That seems to be their plan number 1. Do you have a response? They do not. Alright, I'll take the 3. Yeah. Alright, so they wanted to spend that time killing that. That's fine. Alright, let's play Venus. Through with Venus. Swing in. Venus grows. Alright. Next turn we can play Michelangelo and do that and then send Venus in along with the Turtle Van. Alright, so they can attack and discard and draw a card. They can level it up. So, alright, so they get the deal 2. Kind of aggressive. If I get rid of that 1/1, you will just die. I believe. Actually, no, you'd be alive. Alright, so let's play Michelangelo. Play the Filcher. Through with Michelangelo. Send the Van and Venus in. If I send the Butler in, they have to block. We want to keep a blocker back in case they have a way to remove a blocker. Alright, Venus grows. I'm not going to play the... Yeah, so... They didn't have a counter on it, so it didn't get that benefit. So if they get rid of both blockers, attack and discard, they can kill me. Or if they have an additional way to discard a card in their hand. Alright, so they're going to go looking for a discard spell and hope they don't discard it. That's a gamble. But that's basically what the card is modeled off for after. The card gamble. The question is, do they have one to go find? Because if they don't win here, it gets uncomfortable for them next turn. Oh, the discard and then the attack. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I can't. Oh, so I didn't realize. So this discard this activation gives you a discard damage no matter what. So no matter what, was there anything better I could have done? No, I was just dead at 4. I should have, whatever the last attack was for this, I should have blocked it with something. Because going to 4 was the problem there, not my attack. Yeah, that's on me. All right, well, that is the result of this league and this deck. Once again, it's sort of a mutagen token deck, but it's not really. In our blue, we have some tricks and a counter spell, but not much that really drives you home to it. The artifact density is not there. Brilliance Unleashed is nice, but then you have to be in red. All bad. I think we built the best deck in the pool we could, and it just didn't work out. So that's the first run at Sealed. We will try another one sometime soon. Thank you for joining me, and we won't need a part 3. The next one will just be a new Sealed the next time we do one. Thanks for joining me today. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all of it. It helps me grow. Good night.